What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP here, guys, on a 4-hour time frame. If you don't remember, this is absolutely the targets that we were just talking about yesterday, right, guys? We were talking about reaching potentially up to the zone of about $2.65, right, 65.56, following the $2.77 zone just by discovering that we were within this ascending triangle. Now, if you guys don't remember or don't recall, we were also referencing the volume nodes here, right, guys? We were absolutely ripping with the 3 settles above the critical support of the major node here. So this was this is a high concentration of volume right up in here, guys. Huge demand, and it absolutely served for the better part of the XRP holders, right, guys? So we are observing here the daily time frame of XRP. So let's go ahead and try to see what the continuation is, guys, because there is a potential shift. There is some even good news revolving around GameStop's CEO Ryan Cohen potentially doing an investment with Bitcoin, right? So guys, it's looking pretty good for the crypto space. So let's go ahead and take a look at or reference here volatility versus momentum, so that we can understand what the probabilities are for continuation, at least for the immediate short term. So yeah, let's go ahead and observe that now, guys. So 30-minute time frame here showing a little bit of downside here with critical expansion, right, guys? So remember, this is going to be your acceleration, right, guys? Use the acceleration against the bias in the pitch, right? So if we're accelerating here, that doesn't mean that it's going upside or downside necessarily, right? It just means that we can use that as a form of participants, right? So market participants, if people are buying and selling all at the same time in a higher rate and a higher frequency, that means that we have more volatility, thus acceleration, right, guys? Deceleration would literally be the inverse of that. So of course, 30-minute time frame now, and you would use, of course, guys, sorry about that, right? Your stochastic momentum indicator. Use that stochastic momentum indicator to tell you or gauge for you the bias, meaning direction, right? Are we going upside or downside? Are we critically expanded to sideways? But yeah, anyway, yeah. So that's what it is, guys. That's what it's looking like. So 30-minute time frame on XRP showing a little bit of downside here. Let's see how far that goes. In fact, we may actually have to take it from a more immediate short term. Okay, 5-minute time frame still indicating potential upside, but we got a little bit of a red candle coming in with 6 seconds to close. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like now. Is this going to curve, right? Yeah. So it's going to be the top side of an immediate short-term time frame, right? Little bit of a retracement up in here, maybe into the 225570 to about 25579. Resistance above this area here could be, of course, your natural candle up here, but typically speaking, right around here, right? So we'll get that resistance here after this little bit of green, and then this would come down likely, guys, to fig. Let's see. So that would be, let's see, 10-minute time frame. Yeah, there we go, right? So that's your rejection right here, right, guys? We're starting to kind of reject that downside, right? So let's just reject the upside. So let's see what the 10-minute time frame would tell us. We still have about 4 minutes to close. What's going on in the 15-minute? These still are kind of consolidating here, and since the 15-minute time frame just opened, yeah, that would be the reason here for the 5-minute time frame to start red. Right, here you go. That's the red after we get that short upside, right? 15-minute time frame now has to validate its 50% of its prior bar retrace, right, guys? So that may be right around here, around the areas of 255.32 before we can face a bounce to the upside yet again. Okay, guys, of course, this can still come down to the areas of 254.99, but what I'm saying here is that this is looking pretty damn good, seeing that the immediate short term is building another psychological formation right here, guys. So what I'm saying is that this is in fact a bull pennant, and it looks to be just about ready for takeoff, right, guys? I definitely don't like it when I definitely don't like it when these things are realizing here to the 90%, 85%, right? But nonetheless, this could be the convergence here for a continuation to the upside. So if this thing were to break out in this moment here, which I really hope it does, but this close to the pennant, it usually doesn't work out the best, right? But your first upside target would be the $2.5858. Let's take into consideration the center of the triangle here, right? right? That would be right above here, and this would give you the second target, right, from the same breakout, from the same area that we're implying it would break out. That would be 261, and the third target would be right from back here, the largest portion of the triangle, right, guys? So it would give us, let's see, a target of about, well, 265, right, guys? So we already kind of are focusing on that 265 target, aren't we, right? So there you go. This is the target that we were looking at here as which target? Well, it is none other than the breakout of our larger time frame ascending triangle, right, guys? Of course, man, of course, make sure to reach out to me, guys, if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn how to be able to call these things out. I am a trading instructor. I have specials going on for the beginners mentorship, and I want you guys to get signed up, guys. And you know what? More along those sides, you're going to be able to learn criteria such as the one that I'm using here to kind of display what's going on here with our new algorithm, right? So this is Alpha 1, guys. As soon as this is completely returning the money that I think it's going to return, I'm not going to mention it to you guys ever again, okay, guys? So this is the objective here, turning an account of the size of $20,000 using, for example, here the XCN ticker, and this, for example, is turning those 20K into $248,000. But the thing that's interesting here is how long is it taking, right? Well, from January 12th, guys. So from January 12th to present day, guys, you're literally talking about a month and 1 day, turning 20K into 248K. The path here, the path to rendition, man, would actually be for us to get ourselves into what's called the zero execution fees within our broker platform, right? I'm using Kraken. I'm using also tickerly.net, right? So make sure to get your butts in, guys, buy it with that link on top, or else it's going to be gone forever, okay, guys? But we are talking about support, and we have support, and we also have instructions, and also an entire community trying to turn into automated traders, right, guys? So make sure to reach out to us anyway. So here, examples for XRP upside could be found within those formations. Okay, guys. So now that upside that we're talking about, how valid is it? Does it have, can it continue is the real question, you know? So why don't we go ahead and move on to larger time frames, right? Let's go to the hourly time frame, or maybe even the bi-hourly, to see what kind of upside we have. Okay, well, stochastic momentum versus volatility here. Check this out. Critical contraction, right? We got that explosive move towards the upside, expanding, and we have an upside basis on this. The bi-hourly time frame just opened about 20 minutes ago, and it is suggesting a continuation to the upside in its own, right? So now hourly time frame, or even a 30-minute time frame, is kind of displaying yes, a pennant here, but it also kind of resembles a bit of a bull flag. So that also has upside criteria. Now 3-hour time frame, let's see what's up. Great, man, that is awesome. 3-hourly time frame is absolutely expanding, massive break from critical contraction into expansion phase, and an absolute pivot towards the upside on that 3-hour stoke, and we are absolutely inside of the gravitational zone of the bull strength percentile. This is likely leading towards a continuation to the upside after some short-term consolidation. So definitely going to get this over to you guys as soon as possible. You know the entry criteria already, guys. So this 4-hour time frame also explosive reaction towards that upside in volatility, upside momentum here, and we're definitely inside of the bullish control zone. So this would be like a magnetic zone, right? The area could actually attract, right, just like you would a planet's gravitational field, right? So just like that, we would go ahead and get sucked into the overbought percentile, right? So that would be incredible here. 6-hour time frame still suggesting some upside pivot, despite that it's been sitting here for around 3 hours, right? So it still has 3 hours 39 minutes to close this 6-hour bar. Not the best look when you're closing a tiny red bar within a large green one, right? But still, there could be thrust from the immediate short-term time frame, kind of leading into and cascading and domino affecting into the larger ones, right? So 8-hour time frame. Also, guys, check this out, man. This is exciting. We actually have expansion on the 8-hour time, and we have upside momentum on 8 hours too, guys. That opened up just a couple hours ago. 12-hour time frame. Also, look at this, man. Inside of the contraction zone, exploding towards the upside. 12-hour upside on that stochastic momentum. This is not done. So daily time frame, guys. Okay, let's see when this stops with that upside. That's going to give us about, okay, not there yet, not there. not there. There. We have about 5 days worth of upside, and this 5-day bar is about to close in around 21 hours and 38 minutes, guys. So that means that if, for example, we were to open up this next 5-day bar with every single time frame giving us that upside, we have an average ATR of about 42 cents to the upside, guys. So that would be telling us that we are likely going to be reaching the areas of around 280, 290, guys, around there. So we already spoke about those targets in the shorter term, right? We spoke about them right over here, right? Let's see. Yeah, it was a 277, 278 from the formation, right, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and give you another bound here just so that you're aware. I got to get over to the master students now, right? Running a little bit out of time right now. So yeah, guys, 283.26 to 289.97 could be the target that we're observing here for the upside on XRP in like the shorter time frame, okay, guys? So I'm just giving you the heads up just like I did in the last couple of days, right? So we are now moving and grooving. So remember, guys, make sure to cop that. Make sure to grab yourselves that algorithm and make sure to get your butts inside of the master's course. It's not too late. All the lectures are recorded and they're filmed, so I'll be able to catch you up, bring you up to where they are, and then we will continue on with our education, right, guys? So thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you so much for listening to me, and throw those ATWs in the chat, man. I love every single one of you for doing that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, and we will chat here very soon. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.